And welcome back to What If Goku and Raditz had gone to Earth together. Took me a little while to get this one. I had to go through my my downloads and all, basically all the stuff that I put on my computer, images, stuff like that. And I kind of had to empty it because my computer's been slowed down a little bit. Should probably get this thing cleaned out, updated, all that stuff at some point. But we're here. We're here, and we're here to do the What If. So, excuse me, I got new glasses, by the way, so yeah, there's that. I'm getting used to wearing these things. So last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Goku and Radditz accompanied Bulma on their trip to find the Dragon Balls, and would pretty much been pretty successful with a few little obstacles and, adventures along the way. Now, we catch up with them basically with the whole Pilaf situation, leading all the way up to them getting caught by Emperor Pilaf. So, you think I can't get my Pilaf right. Because Pilaf is kind of so you think actually, that's not bad. So, you think you could just come and walk into my castle and just take my Dragon Balls? I'll have you know I'm Emperor Pilaf. So, that whole shtick. The difference being that they know not to look at the moon if they need to, because they don't want to hurt their friends like Oolong, Puar, Yamcha, all that. I can't remember if Yamcha was actually along with them for the ride on that point. I think they were. Oolong, Bulma, they don't want to hurt them. Now both him and Goku are Raditz and Goku or Raditz and Kakarot at this point, are pretty hungry, so they probably aren't as fit as they should be. However, Radditz's power and Goku's power are still much higher than, say, Goku's power at the time of when they got caught in the original series. I think his power was only like 10. Maybe a little higher with some minor Zenkais, but 10 at that point. I know his power is documented, I believe, at about 100 when he fights Roshi in the first Budokai. At least the first Budokai Goku participates in. But, yeah, so him and Raditz initially tried to, Kamehameha the steel like Goku initially did, but it barely does anything. It still doesn't do a huge amount. It's they figure with enough time they can get through it, but they got to get the Dragon Balls. So then Raditz, being the smarter of the two, realizes, why don't we just attack the glass? It's like, oh, that's not a bad idea, bro. 1, 2, 3, yeah, boom! And sure enough, they hit the glass, and when they break the glass, which you say, now Eternal Dragon, it's like, we'll be taking those Dragon Balls. Like, how did they get out? And wait, are they flying? And then Goku and Raditz just come in and just rip the living shit out of the Pilaf gang. They don't kill him, no, because Raditz at this point has mellowed out quite a bit from his Saiyan heritage. I mean, he's always going to be there, certainly, but he doesn't see the need to unnecessarily kill someone unless he absolutely has to. Or, unless they're a severe enough threat that, they need to die, and Pilaf doesn't really count for that. But they're like, no, I want those Dragon Balls are mine! Give them here! I'm Dragon Rise! And then, they just cover it. It's like, you are just gonna stay here and think about what you're... Well, gee, this didn't turn out the way we thought, did it, boss? So, yeah, the Pilaf gang is kind of put in their place for the time being. Meanwhile, they take Dragon Balls out. It's like, wow, we finally have all the Dragon Balls. Yes, it would seem that you'd be able to get your wish after all, Bulma. And, Raditz is just like, that'll be the perfect time to take our wish from her. After all, what's she going to wish? What exactly is she going to wish for? Nothing of any substantial nature, I bet. She keeps hopping out about a boyfriend. Women. And she wonders why I'm not attracted to her. Anyways, yes, go make a wish. And Bulma's just looking at him, and looking on, and looking around, saying, "No, I think you guys deserve the wish." She's like, "What?" Yes, no, yeah, I was gonna basically just wish for the perfect boyfriend, but I don't think I have to look anymore. I think I'm good. And she's just still looking at her, and saying, "Right, thank you for the wish." But he is actually grateful. It's unfortunate that she's just eyeing him up like a horny schoolgirl. That's just the problem for him. It's like, stop looking at me like that now. It's like, anyway, go make your wish. It's like, right. And again, once she kind of like breaks off the whole like I want him like vibes, she does go back and is like have your wish. And, like she has a legitimate like smile, a happy face on her look on her, and she's like, and Rad's softens up and is like, thank you, Kakarot. Is great. Are you ready? Yes. Rise, Eternal Dragon, Shenron, rise! And you tell them what to do. And sure enough, and even Rad's like, amazing. Eternal Dragon! And Kakarot's like, are we sure what the wish is? Like, yes, I've been thinking on this for a while, brother. So, say your wish. Now, what is the wish Radz and Kakarot would make? And I mean, it's a conjoined wish. It's their wish. Rad's wish is, in turn, Kakarot's wish. So, what is the wish that they're wanting to make? Radz, I don't think really gives a damn about the Saiyan race. In the sense of them being dead. I don't think he gives a damn about that. He doesn't want to bring the Saiyans back. Because that's going to raise. A, he's smart enough. No, I'll raise a lot of red flags, and B, it's like not like he cared enough about most of the Saiyans. That whole Saiyan culture thing is a little bit of a double-edged sword. However, he does probably wish for the resurrect my mother and father, our mother and father. Bring Gagine and Bardock to us. And the dragon just looks like, that's a compound wish. I can't do that. Or is it? Your wish cannot be granted. What do you mean? I can revive them, yes, but teleporting them is a separate wish in and of itself. Well, like, I wanted as one wish. Doesn't work that way. Which kind of, it does make you wonder. No one tried that? I'm assuming that's the way, like, you can only kind of do one thing at a time in most respects, but at least initially. But it does make you wonder, like, why did no one wish? Could you resurrect Goku and bring him to Earth in one wish? It's about wording, really. But either way, yeah. So they bring back mother and father. Like, very well, then we'll have to search you out again to bring them back to us. Bring them here. Your wish has been granted. Farewell. The sound the Dragon Balls make. So I was like, well, another year. We'll have to wait a year or so. That's what you said, Bowman. The Dragon Balls take a year to reactivate. Yeah, that's right. Very well, then. In a year, we'll bring mother and father to us. It's like, yeah, oh, awesome. Well, and then now they're just kind of standing there, a little awkward, like, well, this is a bit awkward. It's like, so what happens now? Well, I was thinking maybe it's like perhaps we should go see Gohan and regale him with our adventures, brother. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's go see Grandpa Gohan. Yes, farewell, Bulma, oolong. And let's get out of here. And he decides, like, and she's a little up. He's even more attractive when he's playing hard to get. And Rat's like, oh dear Lord. Oh my Kami. So, they get back, and meanwhile, in the other world, King Yemma, what do you want? We have a bit of a situation here. What do you mean? It's like, well, we have these two. It's like, bring them here. It's like, bring them here. What, did they die? It's like, oh, that's the thing. They did die, and now they're not dead. And if you remember, I'm trying to remember. I think I got the voice of that guy from Dragon Ball Z. But like there was this one guy a long time ago. His name was Mr. Popo. I'm trying to do that voice. Yeah, these two used to be alive, dead, and now they're not. Plus, they have their bodies back. It's like, huh? Yeah. What gives? It's like your guess is as good as ours, big man. Me and my wife here were enjoying a peaceful afterlife, and all of a sudden we realized we had our bodies back. What doing is this? Given the options, and get me Kami on the line. Meanwhile, Goku and Raditz are heading back to, Grandpa Gohan and regale him of their adventures and their mighty tales. And they finally show up, and, there's like, I can't wait to share all the stories we got for Grandpa Gohan. Yes, it'll be quite an entertaining romp. I'm also wouldn't mind a bit of a bite to eat. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, too. We're back! It's like, Oh, Goku, oh, Kakarot, Rage, you're back. There's a fellow here is here to talk to you. And it's like a fellow, and it's like they can't remember. Raditz and Goku can't sense energy at this point. So, they look and they see this, without sounding racially, this pitch black man. He looks basically kind of like a genie, except, slightly racist. It's like, hello there. I'm Mr. Popo. And I'm Mr. Popo. You must be Kakarot and Radditz. I've heard so much about you. He's like, yes, from Gohan? Oh, yes, Gohan has been keeping me company here for a while. But no, we've been keeping an eye on you two for a little while. Ever since you touched down on Earth. Who are you? You certainly don't seem to get out much. I'm Mr. Popo, bitch. I told you that once before. Don't make me tell you again. Who are you? And just get that vibe off of Popo. Now then. What? Then I'd like to take you for a little trip. If you don't mind. Hop on my magic carpet. He's like, well, magic carpet. And he's like, I'd recommend going with him. He's quite the powerful fellow. You wouldn't want to upset him. He's like, we just got back. Fine, we'll go with you. All right, away we go. Magic carpet. And then, whoa. Whoa, that was amazing. That's right, it gets 15,000 miles to the soul. What gallon? So, Kami, they're here. And, their way was like, Kami, and then started off, Kami walks out from the shadows like, so you're the two Saiyans that landed on Earth all those years ago. It's like, how do you know that about us? Who are you? It's like, I do suppose introductions are, I am Kami. I am the guardian of the planet Earth. I look over and keep watching over the instances of mankind and and try to keep balance in this world as I see fit. Is it you're the guardian of the Earth? I am also the creator of the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls, you created them. Indeed, now I have your attention. So, well, why are you here? It seems you used the Dragon Balls a few days ago, did you not? It's like, well, yes, we used them to bring back our parents. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Normally, no, but given the circumstance, you were unable to bring them here. This causes a bit of a problem for me. A problem for you? In what way? And it comes like, not so much a problem per se, but a headache. It seems you forced me to leave my post for a while because King Yemma, the Lord of the Afterlife, the Pursuer of the Afterlife, did not want to board your parents. What are you trying to say? It's like, what he's trying to say is in the future, think these things out through, son. It's like, what? And out from the shadows, from in there, walk Bardock and Gine. It's like, my boys, my little baby Kakarot. Radditz, look how much you've grown. Mother, father, mom. It's like, Kakarot's mom. It's like, oh, my baby. It's like, it looks like you've grown up pretty strong there, Rads. A lot stronger than the last time I saw you. And Rads was like, how? We had to wait a year for the Dragon Balls to be activated. It's like, fortunately, I can teleport to the afterlife. Being the guardian of the earth, I have being the guardian of the earth has some perks. But next time, think your wish through before you use it. This is I'm not some courier. I'm the guardian of the earth. And so, I'm not doing favors to everyone. However, given your circumstance and given the plight of your people, the Saiyans, and given the fact that Yemma wouldn't shut up until I did something about it, I felt I could make an exception this time around. It's like, Father! So you got that hair still, son. Of course, you know a Saiyan's hairstyle is the same when he's born to the day he dies. It's like, yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, after Kakarot's like, So my little man Kakarot's finally grown up, huh? You definitely look like take after me a bit more than Rads did. Hey, your Rad seemed to got your mom's hair. You seem to get mine. It's like, oh, no, what's wrong with my hair? Nothing. It's like, Dad, all right, Dad. It's like, that's my boy. Gine and Bardock are alive. Now, how strong are Gine and Bardock? That is a fair question to ask. As far as I know, there's no official power level for Gine, and the only power level for Bardock I've ever found is 9,500. Now, I don't know if Super alters that at all, but because that's the one power level we have to go with for Bardock, that's the one we'll go with. Gine, from what I understand, Gine was not a very strong Saiyan. She stayed, did the homestead, all that stuff. I mean, she's stronger than your average human, certainly, but by Saiyan standards, she was not very strong. But I've heard, a solid number for her would be something like 500. That's what I've heard. And that would make sense, I think. But there is a question. Do they get a Zenkai? And I don't think so. Because, what's the best way to put it? Anytime Goku and Vegeta have died and come back, you would think they'd get a Zenkai too. But there's no evidence to suggest that happened. Because think about it. Goku's power level is around 9,000. Is around 8,000. Come full power, come Saiyan Saga. But if his power was that after training with King Kai, that means he would have gotten a Zenkai from being resurrected. And that means that 8,000 probably be closer to like a 10,000 or something like that. Or that would mean that his power level actually was only, say, if we're going by real mathematicals here, maybe 6,000, and he gained like a full-on 30%, so 33%, or a third of his power, so that pumped him all the way up to 8. The implication is no, he did not get his Zenkai from that. Now, I might hear someone argue, well, what about Vegeta with Frieza and all that? He came back, and it seemed like he was even more powerful. True, he did, but there was no implication, there was nothing that flat said he was, and B, that in the manga, that actually didn't happen. If we're talking about the manga, because the manga telling of that story is pretty much the same with a few things missed here or there. And one of the things they put in the anime is that confrontation with Vegeta, Frieza, and Goku before he got sent to Earth. So I don't think dying and coming back from the dead gives you a Zenkai. Coming back from near death or like a severe beating and all that, that's what gives you a Zenkai. So, they're back. It's like, thank you, Komi. We don't know we really don't know how to thank you for this. It's like, it was honestly my pleasure. Besides, Earth could use more defenders of your caliber. From what the old parents told me is true, there are still Saiyans out there, and it should ever less accommodating than yourselves. And should these Saiyans or worse, this Frieza ever come to Earth, we will need warriors like you to protect the planet. You're offering us room and board and a new chance at life. We'll take it. And all we gotta do is protect this place till the day come, and it means we gotta get another crack at Frieza maybe someday. I'll take that. No, it's like, I don't want to lose you again, but you're not gonna lose me again, babe. Don't worry. It's like, yeah. So it's like, why don't we introduce you to, let's introduce you to people. And, they taking to meet, go on. So oh man, you really had an adventure, didn't you? You're the man who took care of our boys all these years. Yes, I had. Trust me, they've been a bit of a handful at times, but it's been my privilege to take care of them. It's like, we thank you for your hospitality and your kindness. It's like, oh yes, thank you, Gohan. It's like, well, what will you do? What will you do now? Or what will you do now? It's like, I mean, I've been able to make room for Raditz and Goku, but 2 more might be a little bit difficult. You needn't worry. We should be able to make homestead ourselves. Actually, and Rad's like, actually, we met someone who might be able to help us with that. And so they fly off. After saying hello to God, having like a celebratory dinner with Gohan and all that, and fly actually to Capsule Corp. Because, Bulma probably gave her a number or whatever. Basically, Bulma says, you can meet me here. It's like, hello? It's like, Radditz, is that you? I was like, yes. So is this girl, she's too young for me, father. she says age. Again, whether there's different ages of consent in the Saiyan race, who knows? But let's assume there isn't. It's like, oh my. It's like, just getting all the big ladies man here. It's like, wait, who are you? It's like, oh yeah, I'm Bardock. Bardock. These two's father. This is my wife, Gine. It's like, oh, hello, it's so nice to meet you. You're the girl that adventured my boys. Like, oh, that's right. But you're dead. That's right, you wished for them back, didn't you? Say, yes, I did, and we thought we'd had to wait a year, but fortunately we found a way to bring them back prior. We'll talk about it later. Right now, my parents and I are actually looking, Kakarot and I are actually looking for a place to call our own, a homestead, if you will. Unfortunately, Gohan's home was too small for all four of us. So, I was like, might be able to work something out. Come on, the whole capsule thing, because homes can fit in a freaking capsule in this world. So they're able to get a home big enough. I was like, so how are you gonna pay me back? I was like, maybe a dad. Wait, we should really go instead of that. I was like, oh, he's just kind of puffing. Oh, I'll get him one day. I was like, ugh. It's like, come on, son. It's not like it's that bad. I mean, the saying age of consent isn't that low. It's like, true, but she's also not really my type, if I'm going to be honest. She seems pretty forceful. Truth be told, she does seem a bit too girly. You need a woman who's who's got more attitude to her, a bit more gumption. Don't get me wrong, she's got spunk. Maybe in a couple of years, if she matures up a bit, I might have an interest. But for now, no. It's like, Kakarot's like, even though he's aware about girls and stuff like that, it's like, I don't really get it. Oh, you'll get it when you're a little bit older, honey. He's like, all right, Mom. And so they set up, and honestly, they set up little ways past Gohan. Like, so they can still visit Gohan and all that. So now, so they settle in, all that. Enjoy like the clean living, all that. Bardock gets some exercise in. And one of the things he does is like, all right, boys, I'm going to test you. See how strong you really have gotten. I don't have a scouter anymore, but I still know what my power level was like when Bardock went into Radditz. What my power level was at. I remember what your power level was, Radditz. Let's see how you boys have come. Come on, then. It's like, very well. And Kakarot and Radditz try double teaming him. Remember, Kakarot's around his second Budokai power level, so around the 180 mark. Radditz around the 425, 450 mark. Still can't lay a finger. Like, Radditz like, nope, and the board. Poof. It's like, and, he's just like, come on, you gotta do better than that, son. And, Kakarot comes in, it's like, sorry. And, meanwhile, Gine's making it, like, got refreshments. Like, I got refreshments. Like, all right, thanks, babe. All right. It's like, all right. I guess, they're drinking lemonade or something like that. And just like, gotta say, you've improved quite a bit since you were a kid, Rads. I remember your power level wasn't much higher wasn't anywhere near even close to 100 when they sent you out there. Excuse me. There you go. Pat, there, look at you. I'd bet your power level is probably somewhere in the 400 or 500s at this point. You, Kakarot, I'm even more impressed with you, Kakarot. You were only born with a power level of 2. But look at you now, man. Look at you now, son. You're easily hitting near the 200s at least. Oh, sweet. But compared to us, compared to me, you're nothing. And compared to Vegeta, even I'm nothing. If we're gonna keep our word to Kami after everything he did to bring us here, we're gonna have to get you kids all trained up. Though I will admit, your forms improved immensely. Gohan seems to be quite the martial artist, isn't he? Well, Gohan's also there who's been watching. Why, thank you. I learned from the best. My Master Roshi is probably the greatest martial artist on the planet. Really? Interesting. Tell me more about this Master Roshi. And meanwhile, Roshi is training his new student, Krillin, because Goku's not there to train with Roshi. So, yeah, Krillin's the only one training with Roshi. Now, this begs a question. How strong is Krillin going to be? Because he doesn't have Goku there to push him. But Roshi's now just devoting his entire attention onto Krillin. So it is kind of a weird parallel there, or a double-edged sword on that. He has all the attention on Krillin, but Krillin doesn't have Goku to push him. So, yeah, actually, from what I've seen, he took on a pupil recently. And is looking to train him in the martial arts tournament coming up in, I can't remember the time frame. I think it was like a year. Yeah, I think it was a year. It's like, there's a martial arts tournament, huh? Tell me, Tell me, how strong do you think the people that they're among the strong? They're the best fighter among the best fighters on the planet. That's for certain. It's like interesting. Might be a good little test for you guys, experience for you guys to join in. But we're gonna have to train you up. It's like, and trust me. And he just kind of got like, I'm not going easy on you, boys. So that is where we're gonna leave off part 3 with Gine and Bardock back in the world of the living. Very grateful because even with the super movie, even though it's clear Bardock was definitely on the rougher side, had the rougher around the edges, it was clear he was a lot more of a reasonable Saiyan, clearly. And Gine clearly was more of the like housewife kind of Saiyan, though she's probably a decent fighter in her own right, just on the weaker side of the power level scale. So Bardock was going to start training his boys for the martial arts tournament coming up. Until then, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for would win, Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get that at some point. Hit that bell to be notified. I'll do WandaVision review a little later tonight. I got to charge up my computer. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.